Now I want to know, and I'll start with you on this one. I want to know if you were with a guy, and y'all are about to get married, and we're gonna say once again he's the perfect man. We're always gonna go back to the scenario. This is the perfect guy that y'all are about to marry, and at the aisle, or on that day of marriage, you find out that he actually did gay porn 20 years ago. Like we're gonna say like he's we'll say 10 years ago because I'm not gonna say that you're marrying a 40-year-old or something, but we'll say 10 years ago he was a gay porn star and he did gangbangs, he did all the crazy stuff, he made lots of money. He tried to scrub it from the internet, but you still found it. Like you found out that he did do gay porn. He never told you about this in the past, but this is a perfectly straight guy now. He's perfectly straight with you now. He's never gonna do any of that stuff anymore again. He promises. But he did do that stuff in the past. He was a porn star in the past for gay stuff. Would you be able to be like still get married that day with him, or would you call off the wedding? You think?
This is something that I find out on the wedding day.
Yeah, yeah. So basically that's why the answer is would you call off the wedding or not?
I probably would, only because I feel like that's something you shouldn't have kept from me.
He should have told you beforehand.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
We could probably postpone the wedding at the very least, but at that time I probably would not trust you.
Be pissed off, yeah. What about you?
I'd be pissed off, but I wouldn't cancel the wedding. I would just make him let me peg him.
Oh Lord!
Oh no!
That would be his punishment.
No. What about you? She's dominant. But would you be with a guy, or would you still get married to that guy if he, revealed that to you before y'all's wedding?
I'd say based on my beliefs, I probably would not go through with the marriage. Honestly.
It's a deal breaker.
It's a deal breaker.
What about you?
I wouldn't call off the marriage. If anything, I'm sizzling in that moment. I can't see. I'm blind. We're just gonna go through with it. Maybe discuss it afterwards, but we're already here.
Yeah.
It's in the past even.
Yeah, all of
Let's
our
just carry
families already
on.
invited. Let's just do this shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would argue that it actually really, really bothers some women if a man was gay in their past. And I'm not gonna say all because obviously like some of y'all like aren't. It's not bothering y'all that much. But I'd say like a majority. Like if we lined up 100 women, I would think a majority would be bothered by it. There's just something about a guy switching sides or ever doing something like that just kind of marks them into a territory sometimes of I don't want to fuck with you at all anymore. And it's not all the time. Like I said, like y'all might not be like that, but I think majority it is like that usually.
I got a question for Grace real quick.
Yeah.
So, Grace, I know you said that you'll still go through with the wedding, but are you still going to sign that marriage contract, though?
I'll sign the contract as well.
Okay.
Yeah. It's in the past. Like, I'm not going to, yes, you shouldn't have held it against me, or you should have hid it from me, but I'm not one to, hold things against somebody. Like, I definitely will accept you, past this. It's all right. Don't cheat on me or anything. It's okay. Like, we're just going to move from this.
And I think that's why women fear it, though, is the cheating. Because it's like, you might have done this 10 years ago, but, like, it's going to fuck up y'all's security in the future if he ever exercises that option again. Because the thing is, it's hard for a guy to get sex from women. It's hard. It's respected because it's really hard for us to get it. So, you don't really have to worry about him exercising options with women because it's usually hard for him to get women. But if it's really easy for gay guys to get you can get on Grindr and find a guy in 30 minutes to, blow you. It's usually a very scary thing to women to want to marry a guy like that because that's the security of your marriage. Mm-hmm. That's the security of y'all's relationship in your future, But that's the only reason why I think it would bother some women. I'm going to change subjects completely now, kind of. I want to know, this is a completely different type of question. Would you ever take a pic of flowers that a simp gave you just to piss off an alpha that you're having sex with? A guy that you really, really like and you're having sex with and you want him to take you more seriously, but then there's this simp that keeps taking you on dates and he's buying you flowers. Would you take a picture of those flowers, post it on Instagram just so your alpha sees it and gets pissed off?
Wait, say it one more time. I'm
going to say you have a guy that you're having sex with, okay, but he's not giving you a relationship. Like, you really want him, but he's just not taking you seriously. Some of y'all might have never even been in this situation, but say you're in that situation, and there's these simps that will take you on dates and stuff. They're not expecting sex or anything, but they buy you flowers, they take you on dinners, they do all this stuff. Would you ever take a picture of those flowers just to post it on your social media so the guy that you're having sex with will see it, just to try to get him, to know that you're talking to other guys and stuff, to try to get him to chase you or something? Would you ever do something like that?
I can't lie, I actually would.
Yeah.
I
get the feeling. No, I see it a lot. I see these girls posting a lot of pictures. I just thought of it when I saw a bunch of the girls that came on the show posting pictures of flowers, and I was like, this girl literally just told me last week that she was fucking this alpha dude. I know he would have never bought her these flowers. And it's like, I know a simp did this, and she's posting this to piss him off. It has to be, right? That's just my theory. That's just what I thought. But what do you think, though? Would you ever do something like that? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe you would.
Personally, I would do something like that. I've done it in the past, but not to say that I'm intimate with any of these men, but if I wanted to
make somebody
irritate
jealous,
a man, I would post some flowers that somebody else sent me.
That's awesome. Yeah. What about you, though? Would you do something like that?
No, I wouldn't. I feel like that's me giving too much energy to someone that doesn't want to reciprocate that energy. But what I have had happen, not on purpose, but what I have had happen before is someone that I was interested in. We were just kind of talking, wasn't sure where it was gonna go. We were just like hanging out phase, whatever, just kind of friends with benefits. Someone else that was interested in me sent me flowers, and I had those, and he was like, "Who sent you those?" I was like, no one.
No.
Whenever
Well, you're a real relationship person, so you wouldn't ever play those type of games because I know from the last show that you wouldn't. You're just not. You're not the type, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't. You like to be in your relationship and just not even play those type of bullshit games. What about you though? Would you do something like that if you were in that situation?
I'm the same way. I don't like playing games. I'm a very direct person. If I want to put my energy towards you, I will. With that being said, if somebody's only giving me a portion of who they are and I want something more, then that's that, you know. And if I'm with somebody else and I decide to post flowers, it's not on the intention of that I want them to care about that. Like, this is me and me only. Yeah,
it's a very specific situation that only some women might get into. Like, it's all about if you what I call Chad chase. If you're the type where like you like to Chad chase, you like to like chase the guys that are like the best that all the other women are fucking with, then you're going to get yourself in a situation like that because you're going to get dickmatized by the Chad, by the Tyrone, by the guy that like, you know, has good game, and the next thing you know, you don't even care about the simps. You're just going to let them take you to dinner and shit, you know. It just depends what type of person you are. If you're the type of person where you like having casual sex or you like, you know, having those situationships and stuff like that, you're going to end up in situations like that. But if you're the type where you're a relationship girl, you never have situationships, you never do stuff like that, shit, you couldn't even answer that question because it's just something that's super weird that you've never even thought of.